All right, y'all. Next on my Horror Fest movie list was M3gan. I watched this one last night, and I gotta say, it surprised me. I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. I'm gonna explain why I'm giving it a 9 at the end. But M3gan is a solid horror movie. Okay, if you have that urge to feel a new age Chucky, this is the one. All right, let me get into it. Okay, now one, I thought this movie was gonna be a joke. If you saw the trailer for this, you probably saw this scene right here. And in this scene, she really busting it down. She dancing in the hallway. I'm like, okay, this about to be a joke. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was gonna be okay. This is a little popcorn throw. I'm about to laugh a few times type of deal. But it surprised me. Okay, I had to catch this picture with girl with the shades because when I say to say she the villain, I don't want to say I agree with her at some points, but M3gan had valid reasons for doing what she was doing. I'm not going to say she was justified, but she had her reasons, okay? But one thing I want to say is watching her evolve throughout the movie is terrifying because, one, don't nobody need a toy this smart. I definitely don't want my kid messing with a toy this smart. But watching her and how they get the facial expressions down for her, you know what? I'll give y'all the perfect example. When I'm watching this movie, my not really my horror moments, but when I stopped and I was like, hold up now. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. It was because of her facial expressions. This was one of them right here. When she popped up over that fence looking like that, I already knew something was about to go down. I was like, nah, like I legit stopped and said, nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. This one right here, when she's staring out the window, they kind of got like, I want to say, background explanation for something that's going on. 'Cause she be researching stuff all the time. Like that deadpan look while they talking about what they talking about. Nah, I said, nah, things ain't looking good. Things ain't looking good for nobody right now. But I give M3gan her props. She didn't give me like a crazed Chucky vibe at first, but she definitely gave me killer toy. You don't want these problems. I want to stop and talk about side characters in this movie. Cause this guy, I mean, he wasn't important to the plot, you know what I'm saying? But he was in there. And I just felt like he was so dumb. He's like the boss. And I guess that was his role, was to be dumb to a sense. But your employee just created a brilliant android, and you up here mad because you want her to make a toy, like one of those little small. You gonna see it's one of the ugly toys in the beginning of the movie. He was focused on the wrong things at the time. Side character that I loved. I don't want to say love. That's a little too strong. But we're all him. When the scene comes up with him, we're all him. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on that. And lastly, I want to get to the main villain. I mean, the main character of the story. This one right here. You know what? I don't take that back. She's the main villain. All right. Yeah, she created the toy. But when I say so neglectful of this little girl, like when you watch it, I got mad at her. I don't even have kids. But when I was watching this, I was getting mad at her. Because I'm like, what are you doing? Just, she just makes me mad. Honestly, I sided with M3gan. Just a little bit. Not with everything. But against her, I was siding with M3gan. I kind of wanted to, I ain't gonna get too into it. I'm trying to give y'all a spoiler-free review. I know this movie been out for a minute, but I don't like spoiling stuff. I will say, she is smart. She be coming up with some ideas. Like creating M3gan, that android or whatever. Like she got the brains behind it. But being a parent, nah, that ain't for her. The kid right here, I liked her in the movie. I mean, I feel like she did well enough, like expressing her emotions, like grief and everything. I feel like when it first showed her interacting with M3gan, I wasn't too convinced. But as it went on and she started to, like, I guess become attached to M3gan, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, she playing that role. Like, I really feel like this is a kid who is like going through some things, and now she got M3gan to balance it all out. You know what I'm saying? So I do give her a prop. She did that. But overall, let me get to the explanation real quick. I do give this movie a 9 out of 10. Because honestly, I feel like the pacing was good for it. M3gan was actually scary as far as like watching her do the things that she did and like how smart she was with it. I feel like I would be scared if that was like actually happening in my life. I would be tripping, to be real with you. I feel like as far as like watching her commit the murders that she committed, it was all plotted out and made sense. Cause that's one thing I get mad at when I'm watching these horror movies is that sometimes it's so obvious and I'm just like, yo, who's gonna believe this? With this one, she had them fooled, and I understand why. You know, and whenever she got caught, whenever it got to the moment like, oh crap, it's the toy, it was too late. Like she's smart. Like I feel like it really matched the times that we're in with the advancement in technology. So I do give M3gan the props for that. It wasn't too long. It was like an hour and a half. So I feel like for all that, we got a really good movie out of this. Even the ending, I was not disappointed for the ending, and I feel like they set it up to where they can make a sequel if they wanted to, which I hope they do. I don't know how they plan on doing it. The lady in the back got to be dumb if she gonna make another version of her, but still, whatever they do, I'm looking forward to another movie, a sequel to this. I will say if you're gonna watch it, if you're expecting like a slasher type thing, I don't want to say a slasher, but like a whole bunch of like murder all the time, this ain't the movie for you. But it is enough to keep you interested. Like as I watched it, I did not get bored and was like, oh, I gotta watch I don't know. I didn't get bored. And honestly, I felt like not just the ending was satisfying, but to be real with you, I keep saying this and I feel bad because I feel like I'm agreeing with M3gan a little too much. The murders were satisfying. Like the reasons why she was doing what she was doing, I was like, well, I would have did it too. Like, you know, it sounds bad. I promise you I'm not a murderer, but M3gan kind of, she was making sense. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. I give it a 9 out of 10. Let me know what you think. Like and comment. And if y'all got any other horror movie suggestions, drop them below so I can check them out. I'm only using Amazon and Hulu right now. But if you got something on Netflix, let me know and I'll check it out.